There's no way. Look though, look. Players like this come around once, sometimes in our lifetime.
But obviously, a lot of this cheers me up. It's good to see everybody out here having a really good time. There's so many people that put in so much time and effort.
I think that we were pretty soft in the first half defensively and even in the third quarter, and we kind of went on a run.
Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and NBA icon Reggie Miller made an incredible news only seconds ago. When the three revealed information that no one had anticipated, fans were completely shocked. The basketball world has been ablaze with rumors about everything from courtside rivalries to off-court shocks, but nobody was ready for this. Insiders describe the current state of social media as a game changer. What precisely did they disclose then? And how may it alter basketball's current trajectory? The news that could change the course of basketball history. There is a genuine buzz that is growing louder by the hour. One hot topic is now being discussed by fans, sports experts, and industry insiders. Whispers have evolved into questions. What precisely are Reggie Miller, Sophie Cunningham, and Caitlin Clark doing? Each of the three is a titan in their own right, and recent weeks, Miller, the Hall of Famer with decades of court knowledge and broadcast power, Cunningham, the fierce competitor and vocal supporter of the sport, and Clark, the record-breaking sensation and face of the new WNBA generation, have been spotted together, not only laughing on the court, but also having private meetings and posting mysterious messages and sparking everyone's passion for basketball. The hypotheses are as audacious as the characters involved, and speculation is rampant. Are they collaborating to create a groundbreaking mentorship network that connects NBA and WNBA athletes and allows young players, regardless of gender, to receive direct instruction from seasoned pros? Could it be the beginning of a game-changing approach to player development that combines leadership development, mental training, and analytics to improve the sport as a whole, from junior leagues to professional courts? Some people think it's even larger. With the strategic support of NBA veterans like Reggie Miller, Whispers proposes a WNBA expansion campaign with the goal of increasing the women's game's prominence, resources, and cities. Others question whether they are setting the stage for a worldwide basketball academy where up-and-coming players from all around the world may train under the tutelage of basketball greats. This is where it becomes even more exciting though. What happens if all of the above is true? According to insiders, the group may be creating a basketball think tank, a formidable combination of athletes, coaches, corporate executives, and cultural influencers who will mold the sport's future on all fronts. Every aspect of the game might be impacted by this project, from youth development and community outreach to league policies and media tactics. This is about redefining basketball, not just about it. It's more than just a push to increase awareness of women's sports, though it would be huge on its own. It's about shattering stereotypes, questioning established norms, and creating a new route where ideas, teamwork, and a common love of the game take precedence over gender, background, and celebrity. The goal is to establish a basketball culture that is more strategic, inclusive, and forward-thinking than it has ever been. Imagine a world in which collegiate athletes receive professional development tools in addition to coaching advice, retired NBA stars advise WNBA rookies, and a young girl in rural America receives the same resources and mentoring as her male counterparts in elite academies, where fans are treated to a sport that embodies harmony, advancement, and quality on all fronts, and grassroots coaches have access to league-level information. Perhaps that future is already beginning to take shape. The stakes, right now, there is no way they could be higher. This possible partnership has the ability to permanently alter basketball's story. If Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Reggie Miller are indeed driving this ambitious movement, we're not simply seeing a collaboration, we're seeing the start of a new chapter in sports history. There's no doubt that the countdown has started. Whatever they want to do is audacious, unique, and sure to make an impression. Even individuals on the same team are still unaware of the location, time, and method of the momentous revelation. Let's examine the specifics of the secret summit, which brought the three of them together behind closed doors. Point 3 of basketball's most captivating players, Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Reggie Miller, held a covert meeting that had the potential to permanently alter the game, shocking both fans and insiders. There were no dazzling Instagram hints, no secret tips, and no media attention, simply the building noise of conjecture surrounding what could be one of the most important events in recent basketball history. According to reports, the discussion was held inside the Indiana Pacers' prestigious training complex, which is renowned for producing champions and housing superstars. It appeared to be just another uneventful day in the world of basketball to the general public. However, those who were paying attention could see that something significant was developing. The setting was deliberate. It's now her home territory, where Caitlin Clark, The breakout rookie phenom lighting up the court for the Indiana Fever is rewriting the rules and wowing fans every game. The building is a temple dedicated to Reggie Miller, the legendary Indiana Pacers player whose name is nearly revered throughout the state. Miller is now a private person, but the sports world was taken aback by his unexpected and infrequent visit. Then there was Sophie Cunningham, who brought a strong intensity that counterbalanced the enthusiasm in the room. She was fierce, strategic, and highly respected. She is renowned for both her influence off the court and her perseverance on it, and her presence gave the impression that something enormous was moving. Extreme secrecy surrounded the meeting itself. NDAs and non-disclosure agreements were allegedly signed by all parties involved, and even team insiders were kept in the dark. Closed doors and guarded expressions. No pictures, no clues. Why the secrecy? Why right now? There are rumors in league circles that this wasn't a typical player strategy meeting or branding agreement. It was more expansive and even revolutionary. According to some sources, it might be the start of an innovative project that brings the NBA and WNBA together in a manner never seen before. Others claim that the three are stealthily spearheading a push to reorganize player equity and media rights in professional basketball, a high-profile mentorship program that pairs up-and-coming players like Clark and Cunningham with seasoned legends like Miller to mold the game's future is even being discussed. It says volumes that Reggie Miller, who has mostly avoided the spotlight, was willing to come back for this meeting. His participation gives whatever is happening a certain weight. He is more than just a historical figure. He is a representation of Indiana pride and basketball brilliance. For something significant if he's back and seated next to two of the most exciting women in the sport right now. And the timing couldn't be more crucial. A cross-generational, cross-league partnership headed by three legendary voices may be precisely what women's basketball needs, given the sport's rising popularity and cultural significance and the NBA's recent calls for modernization and reform. Behind the scenes, something significant is developing. Press conferences, dramatic revelations, and endorsement deals are not the only things that matter. It has to do with legacy. It's about bringing basketball's past, present, and future together in one momentous occasion and changing the norms of engagement for upcoming players. One thing is abundantly evident as fans await the formal announcement. Whatever was said behind closed doors in Indiana was not merely another meeting. Rather, it was a turning point, a spark, and a quiet revolution. And when the dust settles, we might remember that day as more than simply a headline. Rather, it will be remembered as the turning point in the history of modern basketball. The gathering tends to close gaps and foster creativity. Let's examine the specifics of the young people who had a covert meeting with a retiring legend, symbols of a new age. Caitlin Clark is more than simply another outstanding WNBA rookie. She is changing the norms of participation in women's basketball and redefining what it means to be a rookie. She contributed more than simply skill as soon as she took the court for the Indiana Fever. The entire league was illuminated by the spark she provided. Not only did Caitlin perform in her debut season, but she also smashed records, broke long-standing barriers, and captivated people across. Millions of people watched as her presence brought the Fever out of obscurity and put them in playoff contention for the first time in years. Caitlin electrifies the game each time she touches the ball. She makes the impossible seem easy with her long-range shooting, accurate passes, and youthful court vision. She has already been compared to the sports luminaries due to her basketball IQ and composure under duress. However, her poise, leadership, and relationship with fans are more noteworthy than her on-court exploits. One thing is evident from packed venues, soaring jersey sales, and huge brand endorsements. Caitlin Clark is changing the WNBA in addition to being a player. She is now the face of a new generation and the focal point of a league that is entering its prime. Sophie Cunningham, a tough and seasoned player for the Phoenix Mercury, is on the other side. Sophie is the steadfast present, while Caitlin stands for the vibrant future. Sophie is a clutch player and tough defender who lights up every game. She fights under the rim, dives for loose balls, and never backs down from a confrontation. However, her worth extends much beyond the box score. She is an outspoken leader in the locker room and a fervent supporter of equality and player rights off the court. Sophie has empowered others and demonstrated that a WNBA player is more than simply an athlete by using her platform to voice her opinions on significant matters.